Okay, Prashant. Today we will do chapter 22, right? That is the beginning of geometry. See, in maths, there are three major components, especially in our level. They are algebra, calculus, and geometry. And the combination of this sometimes is called trigonometry. So everything will go on fine. Don't worry about today's internet issue. I'm sure we can solve this matter of time. Okay. Okay. Now, first question is we're going to do something very straightforward. Angles of a line. Okay, you must always remember in a straight line, this angle from here to here is 180 degrees. That is your first concept. You must remember a straight line is always 180 degrees. So, for example, if I draw a straight line and I have an angle here, and I say this is 20 degrees, of course, this is a very bad sampling. So the balance will be 160 degrees because the total of any angle is 180 degrees. So for example, if you look at, I can give you another sample. If I give you this is 20 degrees and I give you this line as, let's say 30 degrees, and the question is how much is x, right? So obviously you will say x degrees plus 20 degrees plus 30 degrees equals to 180. So x degree is equals to 50 degree, sorry, plus x degree plus 50 degrees equals to 180. X degree is equals to 180 minus 50. And if I continue here, you will say x degree is equals to 130 degrees. Okay, something like that. Okay. And then the other thing is if one straight line is 180 degrees, the full circle is 360 degrees. So for example, uh, if I have okay, in a point, if I have from here to here is, let's say, 70 degrees, and this part here is additional 90 degrees, what is from here to here? Okay, let's call that y degree. And how do I calculate y? Uh, so to calculate y is straightforward. You know y degree plus 70 degrees plus 90 degrees will give you 360 degrees, because the total of any around a point is 360 degrees. So then you can easily make this up as y degree plus 70, 90 give you 160 degrees equals to 360 degrees. Therefore, y is equals to 360 minus 160, and y will be 200. Okay, so it's quite straightforward. Okay, now obviously systematically the question get harder and harder, and a whole bunch of rules that you have to remember under the uh, geometric theory. So the first of these rules that you have to remember, or the first of this theory, is that let me get this out of the way. Okay, the first of this is this: opposite angles are equal. So whenever you have two lines crossing each other, okay, so you have two lines crossing each other, situation like this, two lines crossing each other, the opposite angles, this and this, are equal. So if this is x, this will be x, and if this is y, this will be y. The opposite angles, whenever two lines cross, the opposite will be equal. Now, knowing this fact, I'm sure you can do for me exercise 22a. In this case, I would like you to do all, because you need to have mastered. By the way, we have not seen if this symbol, this, whenever someone puts a square, this means it's 90 degrees. Okay, so you will have some questions like that in number 1 and 3 you should be doing. Okay, so okay, and then Okay, you just do the 22A first, and then meanwhile, keep focusing on the test. And I really need you to make sure that you do the test. So I will be expecting you to do for me exercise uh, 22A. Okay, I need you to do exercise 22A. I need you to do all. Okay, can you do that? And then I will start working with you on the test because those tests that you did are quite important. So we need to work on those tests. So please continue working on the test. See, my objective is for you to finish all the test papers under the algebra topics because since in the beginning, right, you told me that certain things you have covered in the school and certain things I assume that you covered in your school, and we won't know until you actually discover that you don't know how to do them. So our objective is to finish all the papers, paper 3, uh, paper 2, the extended paper 2 too. So I expect you to systematically work out every question. Doesn't matter if you don't know something, it's good because then I have an opportunity to talk to you about it. Okay, thanks, Prishan.